What a terrific performance. Thank you to the student performers for bringing their wonderful music to us. Good morning and welcome to our virtual Prize Day celebration. I'm Strom Thacker, Dean of Faculty and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and I'm delighted that you all are able to join us today. While we would all much prefer to be gathered here together in Memorial Chapel, I'm grateful that we are all still able to convene virtually to honor the amazing achievements of our students represented by these prizes. I'm joined today by three colleagues, and we'll turn it over now to Dean Francie for her words of welcome.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Francie Brown McClure, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Today, students will be honored for their achievements in academics, research, service, and student governance. The structure of our event today will include remarks from Student Forum President Matthew Toy, then from President David Harris. A slideshow will announce the winners of the prizes, with the exception of the Daggett and Bailey prizes, which we will award later in the program. I am pleased to introduce Matthew Toy, class of 2021, the President of Student Forum.
Good morning and welcome to Prize Day. Although this past year has been different than any of us imagined, it has not stopped our student body from being incredible. Our research is in full swing, our student affairs departments are hosting in-person and virtual events, and our athletic teams are in mid-season form. We have shown high levels of resilience, and honestly, we all deserve a prize. Prize Day gives us the opportunity to reflect on and celebrate our accomplishments while at Union. It inspires all students to strive toward academic, social, and community excellence. On behalf of the entire student body, congratulations to our Prize Day recipients, and thank you to our donors who have made this day possible. Let's have a great finish to our year. I would like to introduce President David Harris to deliver his remarks.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning to my fellow speakers and to all of you joining us on this special day. Although this event is virtual, I feel fortunate that most of us have been together on this campus for most or all of the year, and personally feel fortunate that I've had the opportunity to talk with many of today's awardees on multiple occasions. This is my third Prize Day at Union College. I look forward to this day with excitement, but also with a bit of sadness. I'm excited because we have the opportunity to recognize so many students for their myriad accomplishments. The sadness is because as special as our awardees are, I know that there are so many other students who are quite deserving. I guess that is what it means to be at a place like Union. Now, before I congratulate the extremely deserving recipients of this year's prizes, I want to take a moment and recognize our community. As Matt said, we all deserve a prize this year. Not only have we all found ways to achieve familiar goals in unfamiliar circumstances, but we've done so while looking out for ourselves and looking out for one another. It is one of the many reasons why, as special as our recipients are, I know that their success is attributable in part to the support, the guidance, and the challenges provided by peers, by our staff, by faculty, alumni, family, and friends. Thank you all. And so now, let's start the recipient slideshow and celebrate our students' achievements. Note that the slideshow presents people in alphabetical order by recipient's last name to make it easier for students and their family members to find themselves in the program. The background music is provided by Samuel Oram, an adjunct music faculty member in our Department of Music. Thank you. I will now present the two college distinction awards. First, the Josephine Daggett Prize. This prize is presented to a senior of the best conduct and character. I will first read the citation, and then I'll announce the recipient. The recipient of the Josephine Daggett Prize is selected by the faculty, and the prize is awarded annually to the fourth-year student deemed to be of the best character and conduct. Faculty say this recipient has the, quote, utmost character, conduct, and compassion, end quote, and is a role model who sets the tone for constructive interaction in and out of the classroom. Our nominator described her as, quote, an exceptional worker and an outstanding student who continues to contribute to the union community and conduct herself with humility, kindness, and passion, unquote. This student's greatest contributions to union have brought focus to issues of gender equality. She is president of Women's Union, where she organizes events on and off campus, including Denim Day, Take Back the Night, and discussions on sexual assault awareness and prevention. With the Title IX office, she co-founded the Eliminate the X program to facilitate conversations around preventing sexual assault and harassment. She has served as the Sexual Assault Awareness Coordinator for Delta Phi Epsilon sorority, a role in which she worked with other Greek organizations to promote conversations around sexual assault and gender inequality. She's been a Body Project peer leader in workshops promoting body positivity and creating safe and supportive spaces on campus. She's the founder and chair of the COVID Program Task Force that organized events to increase student engagement. She's also worked as a resident assistant, tour guide, and ITS work study. She's a double major in anthropology and biology. For her anthropology major, she studied in Fiji and did her senior thesis on local perceptions of depression and anxiety. In biology, she did research to examine the role of a protein in insect development and molting. Among her honors, she received a Watson Fellowship with a project titled Activism and Female Empowerment, through which she will engage with women leaders and activists in Sweden, South Africa, India, and New Zealand. She plans to attend law school and pursue a career as a women's rights lawyer. Finally, this recipient has served as a model of character and conduct. She's a student with wide-ranging intellectual interests and an activist who has worked tirelessly to make the campus climate more inclusive, particularly for women. It is my privilege to present the Josephine Daggett Prize to Sarah Barbara Vaness. Congratulations, Sarah. Next, I will present the Frank Bailey 1885 Prize. This prize is awarded to a senior who has rendered the greatest service to the college in any field. Let me read the citation. One faculty nominator called this student, quote, intelligent, articulate, well-read, self-motivated, and dedicated to public service, end quote. Another called him, quote, a driving force for campus change, pushing union to be more inclusive and aware of diverse perspectives, end quote. On campus, he is well known for his community activism and work through organizations including Union Pride, Black Student Union, LGBTQ+ Committee, the Diversity Liaison Committee, and the Civic Engagement Committee. He was involved in the founding of Union's chapter of My Brother's Keeper, a mentoring program for Schenectady youth. This year, he was lead organizer of a program that brought together pairs of former members of Congress, one Democrat, one Republican, to discuss issues such as women in the White House, police reform, and diversity and inclusion politics. He has also participated in internships, terms abroad, and has played mentoring and advising roles. During the winter term of 2019, he traveled to Argentina, where he worked with a legal firm in providing services to the poor, the homeless, and juvenile inmates. In the fall of 2019, he was in Sevilla, Spain, taking classes on immigration policy and working with an organization to help immigrants understand their legal rights. An aspiring international lawyer who hails from Springfield, Massachusetts, he's a history and political science major with minors in political economy and Spanish and Hispanic studies. His senior thesis focused on reforms designed to enhance minority participation in the democratic process. Among his many honors, he received the George J. Mitchell Scholarship in support of a year of graduate study in race, ethnicity, and conflict at Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland. Through his leadership and example, this student has empowered others on campus and far beyond to work for positive change. In recognition of the many ways he has brought our community together, I am pleased to present the Frank Bailey Prize to Tariq Ty Eddington. Congratulations, Ty.
Thank you for spending a wonderful morning with us today. This virtual ceremony is available on Union's social media, and the college will feature prize recipients on the website and social media. So please keep an eye out for that.
Congratulations to all student award recipients. This concludes our ceremony today. Please join us in the singing of the alma mater, Ode to Old Union, led by a terrific performance by the Union Choir directed by Shoping Liu, Director of Performance.
Thank you.